Hi, I'm Laura. I'm the CEO at Hive Perform.
And my name is Max. I'm CPO at Hive Perform.
And Hive Perform is a deal-winning platform that's going to take you from SQL to close. And today we are really excited to talk you through our latest product release called Initiatives. So two of the most consistent problems we see from CROs and sales teams of scaling B2B SaaS companies is that you need to be able to scale with consistency in performance, so consistency in rep, adhering to the playbooks and the methodologies, in adhering to the messaging and the positioning of the company. And the biggest challenge within all of that is as you're scaling, all of that is changing and adapting as you release new product features like today, when you want to iterate your messaging to help compete against latest competitor change. And being able to adapt and change to that whilst you're scaling is a really hard, gnarly challenge that often causes teams to slow down and create less effective messaging from the teams. And the second thing is, once you've got consistency and growth, how do you create efficiency? So without being able to adapt to all of these changes, how do you go about that without slowing down the team by using enablement that's going to be hit and hope, by taking reps off the day-to-day work? So how do you use the latest in AI and automation to ensure that reps remove the mundane tasks of what they need to do and spend the majority of their time delivering great customer experiences, and expand out how they do that? So how can they handle more MQLs as you're starting to scale the business? So there are two problems that we're really obsessed at Hive Perform, and today we think Initiatives plays really nicely in supporting CEOs in doing that. So Max, tell us a little bit about where Initiatives came from in the first place.
We were thinking a bit on what a sales leader does on a day-to-day basis and how to help them do that faster and better. So we came up with Initiatives off the back of thinking about doing experiments with your sales team. So in an ideal world, you'd be able to do experiments where you see the results, you can plan interventions, and then move on to the next experiment. So in a way, Initiatives replicates that principle. So we have an initiative that takes a certain target, like product messaging, tries to improve it on its own, and then shows you the end result and shows you how the team is improving over time as well.
Cool. Be cool to see it. Should we dive in?
Yeah, let's dive just in. So if you're a sales leader and you're working on your new messaging with your product marketing manager, you need to be able to track how the old messaging and the new messaging is used by your sales reps. So that's what you see here in this analytics dashboard. So you can see how many times the new messaging is used and how many times the old messaging is used as well. So in this case, for instance, we haven't really been able to switch over completely to the new messaging. What we also do is we score every call that the rep is having in terms of how well they adhere to the new messaging. So that's what you see here on the left. A couple of low scores, but also some people that are doing really well. And we then can also track over time on how the rep is improving. So an initiative always gives you a really good view over time of how your team is progressing, how it gets better, and where you need to intervene more strongly to get a better result. So to dive in a little bit more, so one of those interventions, as we call them, looks like this. So the rep, after a call, a couple of minutes after, they will get an email about their product messaging, and it helps them see where the gaps are and how to improve. Our AI is able to go into incredible detail to find the exact right sentence where they went off and help them understand how to get better. So in this case, don't say this particular thing, instead use the new messaging. So this will help reps to go much quicker in terms of adopting the new messaging. So if you then have any questions, you can also chat to our AI about it. The rep might be able to clarify what they did wrong, but they could also check with their product marketing manager to see if the messaging actually needs to be updated in the framework as well. So yeah, that's Initiatives in a nutshell. We think it will really help implementing change in your organization.
A couple of questions I know people want to know about this. How do you go about setting an initiative up?
Right. So our product does part of the heavy lifting there. So we ingest your product marketing material, we ingest your pitch decks, and off the back of that, we give you a messaging framework that you can work with. So from there, it's quite easy to get it set up completely.
So tell us a little bit about what you think is unique about initiatives.
Right. So what's unique about Initiative is that it takes so much data from your business and turns it into something useful. So it takes your product messaging, it takes your product information, USPs, your ICP, etc. And our AI is then able to turn it into something very bespoke to you and your business. So we know that every sales process has its unique elements as well, right? And it's really hard to capture those unique elements in a systematic way. And Hive Perform does that automatically for you, and thereby creating value that is also bespoke to your business and really relevant to you as well.
Yeah, there's nothing worse than having feedback and coaching that just feels vanilla and off point, or
right.
a system that's keyword searching, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So this is
right.
really unique to each business and what they're trying to do.
Yes, and then if you go one layer deeper, the initiative is also tailored to the rep as well. So not only do we have the business context, we also have the context of what the rep has been up to, and we're able to help them in a very bespoke way as well, thanks to the power of AI.
Cool, and you've been testing this with customers already, right? We've already released to a beta set of customers who've been trialling this. What have you learned so far, and what impact are you seeing of running these initiatives with teams?
So what's actually really interesting is that like the inter-team communication improves a lot. So reps starting to talk to product marketing managers where they haven't talked before, right? So multiple teams group together around the initiative to see what the reps are doing, and then also see the impact of the changes as well. So we had some incredible feedback from product marketing where they for the first time ever could see what the reps were actually telling the customer, and off the back of that also get a lot of insight from how the customer or buyer was responding to that messaging as well. So it allows teams to move much quicker, to change their strategy and to adapt to the changing market circumstances as well.
Yeah, nice. Have you had any particular feedback from the sellers themselves?
Well, the sellers, I had one good example where a rep said it was very humbling. So they got a really bad score because they didn't stick to the messaging, right? So it was really like an alarm bell for them to, hey, I need to look at this problem and try to fix it, right? So for that particular company, the messaging changes all the time. So he explained that the challenge was really tough to keep track of it. And the initiative kept him on his toes, but it also helped him understand where to improve and where to get to for the next calls.
I hope that rep had a happy ending of his score going right back up again.
He was going up.
Yeah, cool. I think that's really powerful in what you say in terms of, we hear it consistently in the market, that challenge of closing the loop from product through to the sales process and therefore the customer. And as you're scaling really quickly and the market's also changing, adapting really quickly, the challenge to be able to close that loop in an efficient way was not possible for the set of customers we're currently working with. So being able to get everybody excited about, okay, here's the change, here's how we roll it out, here's how the team level up, and then close that loop back off again and give the feedback back to product and product marketing has been really exciting to see the team wrapping around that. I felt with the particular customer we're talking about. Cool, well, thank you so much for sharing a little bit of a under the hood on initiatives there, and this is now released for our customers?
Yeah, it's all live, ready to go.
Excellent. So tell us, just finish off with telling us a little bit about what's next. What do we want to stay excited about?
We see this initiative as just one kind of initiative that is possible, right? There's many more options out there that we can explore. So we're thinking about different kinds of initiatives that will help the rep directly in their daily lives as well. So think about, okay, you forgot to write a follow-up. There might be an initiative that helps you with that. You want to write a proposal. There might be an initiative that consistently helps you to do that in the most efficient way as well. So there's loads of options out there that we're going to explore in the next couple of weeks.
Okay, excited to hear about them. Thanks so much, Max.
Thank you.